Hello everybody and welcome back to Bell's channel. So sorry about the interruption in the last video. The game apparently decided to not work on me. I had no idea why, it just kind of broke. I have disabled a couple mods that I did not need, so perhaps that fixed it. I barely even got any, I've like got 3 now. I only had 4 a second ago. So I'm just going to be really careful. So when you pop down there, watch out for ghouls. But you're going to follow this red line, basically, up to Fenial Hall. And there is going to be... So I'm just going to save because my game appears to be very freaking glitchy at the moment. So we are still doing the detective case, the Gilded Grasshopper, part 2. So this is the hall. The Gilded Grasshopper is up there somewhere, I can't remember which side. But you're going to notice a hell of a lot of super mutants, so just be careful. Those ones. You gotta watch out. Fuck off. Jesus.
You'll pay for that! Catch!
There are raiders there, so be careful. Nicky mate, jump up man.
We playing hide and seek? Hey, back.
Bleed and die!
So yeah, here we are at Fenial Hall. I wouldn't recommend going inside until you've cleared the super mutants on the outside, because you're going to have to eventually. There should be a way to get up there. 7 missiles. There we are. He had the missiles but forgot to launch.
I got me mad! Ow! Ow!
So there's a few ways you can enter. You can enter this way, you can enter the other side. Don't think it rightly matters. Gonna quick save. Pop in. And here we are. So if you go through the other doors, you're going to enter the basement. And there's a lot of super mutants down there. But if you go this way, make sure to watch for any...
I know it! How will your... Someone, what is it? Out there. Somewhere.
Careful not to fall down there.
Someone there.
You can see on my screen how many super mutants there are.
Look who it is.
Got you! Can't hide forever.
So you go through this door. I have a full crank. The full crank. See, ooh. Don't be stupid and go up them stairs. You may want to, but just don't. Shit. Oh my god, fucking die. So there are quite a few downstairs. Now, I'm gonna grab a few of these. Now I'm gonna pop, not downstairs. How do I activate that? There's legendary down there.
Bathe in your blood! Pay for that! Die, stupid blue lady!
They're here. Got him.
Die!
Good.
Human time is done. This is the age of the super mutant.
I don't think we're alone.
You see me, human? This is your death!
Not that it's an option. Goodness. Did Marty really try and get through all this on his own? You building a collection or something? funeral.
Okay, so after getting through all that, you're gonna come to here. Muddy Bullfinch. Died while drinking. Who the fuck are you? So, I don't know why, but that's working. Anyway, so Valentine will have something to say about it. He'll just say, "Ah, poor Marty," and then you can grab the Gilded Grasshopper. There he is. He's looking at him.
Hey. Hey, Valentine.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Oh, ask away.
Ask away.
Just with everything that's happened with you,
Yeah, you may have to talk to them
a whole hell
periodically,
of a lot to process. I wanted to make
Trigger
sure
the
you're holding up all
conversation.
right.
because they won't always come to you and ask you.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts.
Henry
The
Roberts
young
used to
Miss
do Gilded
Roberts
and the Broken
decided
Mask.
she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
Oh my god.
Was it hard settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Cool. So, he was kicked out. Poor sod.
Not doing them much good at this point.
So, the girls recommend read Food for the Grasshopper. Grasshopper, where are you? There. Right, this is going to be a bit tricky. Shem Drown made it. May 25th, 1742, I think. To my brethren and fellow grasshoppers, fell in the year 1953, 1955. November 13th, early in the morning, by a great earthquake by my old masters above. Again, like to have met with utter ruin by fire, by hopping timely from my public station, came of the backbones and much bruised, cured, and fixed. Old master's son, Thomas Drown, June 28th, 1768, and though I will promise to be discharged my office, yet I shall vary as the wind, on the banks of the Charles, where for a rest, Master Shem, there one can find a life's worth. Find Shem Drown's grave. So that is not far from here, I don't think. It won't show you on the map, but it'll show you as a marker. So you're going to want to get down. So you're going to want to go to the front, take a right to head north.
Yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
You're gonna want to head this way. It's not really. Just watch it, cause yeah, there's a lot of.
Then. That's one way to get the coolant pumping.
And then you're gonna find Shem Drown's grave. So you need to dig that.
So, Shem Drown had himself buried with all his treasure. Guess some people just can't let go.
Yeah, Valentine liked it if you did that. Piper also likes it. Fear not, though devil's iron makes this blade one, though devil's iron makes this blade, only he who wields can make it wicked. Drown. So, Shem Drown sword, target takes radiation damage. So you'll find lots of copper, which is very useful. You'll also find silver and a bit of gold. The copper is most important. So yeah, that was the 2 detective cases you can get by working with Nikki. Obviously find out what happened with Earl Sterling, and you will lose Doc Crocker, but don't worry, because Dr. Sun can still do your facial reconstruction. And then we have the Gilded Grasshopper. Thank you for watching. In the following videos, I think we're going to be with either Hancock or McCready. I'm not positive. Maybe a mixture of both. Who knows? Thank you for watching. This is Belle, and goodbye.